We have now entered the saddest period on the Jewish calendar. During the 3 weeks between Shivasar B'Tammuz and Tisha B'Av, on Shabbos we read 3 Haftorahs which are called Gimel de Puranusa, the 3 Haftorahs of difficulty, of sadness, that focus on the destruction that befell our people, which ultimately culminated in the Churban of both Batei Mikdash. So these Haftorahs really set the tone for the weeks that we are currently engaged in. Rabbi Tzadok HaKohen of Lublin, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, suggests that a lesson can be learned from the first word of each Haftorah. The Haftorah this week begins with the word Divrei. These are the words. Next week's Haftorah begins with the word Shim'u, listen. And the third Haftorah, which is the Haftorah of Shabbos Chazon, as we call it Chazon because of the Haftorah, is to see, Chazon, observe, to see. And so he says that Chazal teach us that our mission during these 3 weeks is to focus, identify, and correct the mistake of ours and previous generations in regard to the root of the destruction, the cause of the destruction of both Batei Mikdash. And while the first Beis HaMikdash was destroyed because of the various sins, Avodah Zarah, Gilui Arayos, Shvichas Damim, the second Beis HaMikdash was destroyed because of Sinas Chinam, because of baseless hatred that existed among our people at that time, and sadly, that exists today as well. And so he says, the first word of each of the Haftorahs of the 3 weeks teach us what we are to do during these 3 weeks. Divrei, the way we speak, the words. Shim'u, that which we listen to, what we hear. And finally, Chazon, what we observe, what we see. As we read the Haftorah each of these weeks, let's focus on how we may have used our speech in the past, our hearing, our sight, to observe the negative traits in others, and instead, let's find a way to use those very same tools to find the positive in others. And by doing so, we'll hopefully be able to correct the mistake of previous generations and use our senses to observe the good and solidify our love for our fellow Jew. May we be zoche, may we merit to truly internalize and grow during these 3 weeks. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.